All right, we're on the search for another cemetery here in Fort Mill, South Carolina, and Tiny's already walking across the street because there is a huge hill that we have to climb to get to where this one is supposed to be located. I'll tell you more about it in just a minute. Okay, so here we go walking across the street, and Tiny's already up there, I believe. But according to information I found online, this one is called the India Hook Cemetery, and its location was the intersection of Highway 160 and northbound Interstate 77. So just on the other side of these trees is northbound Interstate 77. It's, according to what I found online, this is also known as the St. James AME Zion Cemetery, which at one time was located near the cemetery before being relocated. I don't know, that doesn't quite make sense, but the origin of the name India Hook is unknown, but there is an India Hook Road in Rock Hill, South Carolina, just south of Fort Mill. And I'm out of breath. This is like climbing those stairs at the Coliseum. Tiny said he found it. I don't see anything yet. I'm still looking. There we go. According to the internet, again, the oldest visible headstone in this cemetery is of a prominent local slave born Solomon Spratt, who died in 1894. There are also a few unmarked graves with sunken depressions. You can see where the graves would have been. But the first one we come to is Mr. Columbus Wright, born in 1900, died in 1965. Looks like another spot here. Looks like this one was engraved by hand. Tommy Miller, born in 1933. Can't see anything much farther than that. Let's explore some more. Here's the stone for a World War II veteran, Walter Strait. Possibly another family member of Mr. Strait. Here is Jake Strait, who was a World War I veteran. Clarence T. White, a World War II U.S. Army veteran. Here's one by a tree covered by a flag. I'm not going to move it. And here's a few sunken depressions here. This one has the name Viola Johnson, 1969. Some more sunken depressions here. This one does not have any markings that I can see. Here's another sunken depression, and I can't see the name on this one. It's very, very faded. Pretty much not there at all. Looks like a few more sunken depressions here, and another stone, but I don't see any engravings on it. With all of the development back that way that happened in the 90s, I believe it was, and then with the addition of, or with the widening of Interstate 77 here, I'm wondering if before all of the development, maybe there was a church here that's been relocated, or not sure. More sunken depressions here and there and here. Here's another headstone. Let's go check this one out. Okay. Oh, there's more than one, or these are just bricks. Unless that's what they used for markers for someone. Here's another one up the hill. Looks like a flag here for another veteran. Here it is. This is the one I was mentioning earlier. That's the oldest known grave. Solomon Spratt, Private U.S. Army, World War I, born in November 1894. Let's go this way. Closer to the highway. Andrew said he found some more this way. Look how close we are to the highway right there. Highway 160. Construction going on right there. I bet most people riding by don't even know that this is here. Here's one that just has a marker. It's hard to read. From 1966. H.R. Alonzo Nesbitt. Thousands and thousands of cars driving by here every day, and I'm sure 95% or even higher, they don't even know this is here. So with some of these grave sites, the people who passed away in the 60s and 70s, there had to be something more here for there to be a cemetery like this. Especially back in those times, it had to be associated with a church. It's my best guess. Mrs. Hanny C. Jennings, 1967. This one looks like it's inscribed by hand. Mamie C. Jennings, 1967. All right, we're walking over closer to the exit ramp for northbound Interstate 77, and I do see some more headstones over here close to the fence. This cemetery is a lot larger than I thought it would be. Still more sunken depressions over here. Lots more headstones this way. (1948). There's more all the way over here. David Spratt, 1937. And this American flag here looks really new. So there are people who trek out to this cemetery. Sam Morrow, World War I. There is an opening in the fence right here by this construction, but there's nowhere to park here by the highway, so I'm not sure who would come into the cemetery that way. There's a large headstone over here. Let's go see this one. That's what I found on the internet. There's an older one.
No, this is Solomon right here.
There's one up there too with Solomon.
Solomon spread.
Or maybe I saw that one and maybe I'm turned around. I don't know.
No, you ain't been over here yet.
Then there's two. So according to Andrew, he found another Solomon Spratt headstone. We're gonna go check both. Maybe it's the same person, maybe it's two different Solomon Spratts. We'll go check it out. This one, Rosa Spratt Pay. Not sure how you pronounce that. Sorry if I've screwed that one up.
Looks like this one says 1832.
Solomon Spratt, September 1st, 1839, died January 14th, 1894. Okay, so the other one is a different Solomon Spratt. This must be the father, or they could not be related at all. I'm not sure.
But didn't they say the oldest one was 19 something? 1909? Yeah, pull your paper back out.
The oldest visible headstone is that of a prominent local and slave-born Solomon Spratt, who died 1894. So before we make our way out, we'll go look at the other one. I think the other one is a different Solomon Spratt. Oh, spider webs everywhere. Look out. I don't see any more over this way.
I don't either. I see some indentions, but I don't see any markers.
Yeah, no markers, but there are definitely indentions in the ground where grave sites would be. Yeah, I think the one I saw is right up here near this corner. Somewhere near the road, I think. Ooh. Or is that it? Think it's coincidence or somebody trying to build a shelter?
Somebody trying to build a shelter.
If I remember correctly, it's this one up here that we're walking to. Yeah, Solomon Spratt, Private U.S. Army, World War I. Born November 1st, 1894. Died September 29th, 1971. Or 1931. I can't tell. Looks like a 7.
Walking in, it looks like the best way to come. Right there. Trail out right here.
I think that's it for this cemetery. It's been nice to see and explore what could be soon a forgotten cemetery by most people. It's being taken over by development in this area. Fort Mill, South Carolina is one of the fastest growing cities in South Carolina. So close to Charlotte. Really good school system. So lots of people want to move here. But aside from that, we're done. If you like this sort of stuff, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll have more coming soon. Thank you.